Good evening, ladies and fellas, and welcome to Only HQs and Quizzes. Tonight's show is specifically about the telly box and the programmes they're on. Yes, it's theme night, and our theme is television. I will be your host. You can call me Delbez, you can call me Syrup Boy, call me what you like, you always do, but the point is this. We have 12 genuine pucker, gold-plated television questions, in return for the answering of which you will get your hands on some very sought-after property. 1,000 actual pounds. Kushti! Just think what you could buy with that. Take a look at these. But do not allow yourself to be lulled into a false sense of sobriety, because these questions, right, may start off slow as snails, but they'll end up hard as nails. So if you don't do the bizzo, you could end up brown bread, unless you've got a steak to get you back in. Steak knife, extra life, Gordon Bennett, keep up. Look, just try not to get too much wrong and you'll be sweet as a nut. Lovely jubbly. You ready? Eyes down for a full house and we're off and running. Now, I got to go and see Trigger and Rodney about a certain something, so I better get Bezza back to hold the fort. Thank you very much. I guess we'll perhaps see you later. Let's go to Q1. In the 90s sitcom, Will Smith played the what of Bel Air? Fresh Prince, Decayed Duke, Rotten King. Apparently, Will Smith was in two minds about taking on this role, but he had a $2.8 million tax bill, and so he said yes. 148 episodes later, he's happy. Now, Will looked at his kingdom. He was finally there to sit on his throne as the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Of course it was the Fresh Prince. 75,426 of you getting that right. Royal work. So, we're doing something new and groovy on Sunday night, and it's called The 100. It's our big game with a £5,000 prize, but we're going to keep asking questions till only 100 players or fewer are left in the game. Then we'll stop. That means that everyone who wins will get at least 50 quid. Join us for that. Q2. What catchphrase does Alan Sugar use when eliminating contestants on The Apprentice? You're fired, stay out of my business, you're having a laugh. Good old Alan Sugar, mophead he is to his friends. Apparently he used to have a lot of curly hair, and the name has stuck. He's brutally good at put-downs, but how does Lord Sugar say goodbye? P45's at the ready, 'cause you're fired. Yes, you are fired, but 73,736 of you are not fired.
I'm wondering why I should have confidence in you as a business partner. Sarah, you're fired.
That's how he does it. Q3. The sitcom that ran from 1973 to 2010 on the BBC was entitled Last of the What? Winter Red Bull, Spring Ribena, Summer Wine. The world's longest-running TV sitcom. Apparently, it's also Her Majesty's favourite as well. These answers, 3 seasonal glass fillers, but whose final drops lasted 27 years. Out of the cellar and into the sun, it was Last of the Summer Wine. And raise a glass if you're amongst the 71,287 people who got that right. Apparently the producers hated the name, and so for a while it was given the working title The Library Lads. The Library Mob, I think it was. Anyway, but they changed it back again in time for the premiere, and it's probably a good thing. Q4. The Night King is a character from which of these series? Downton Abbey, Game of Thrones, Call the Midwife. The Night King. If you've seen him, it's basically what I look like in the morning. Downton Abbey has its villains, but they're Mother Teresa compared to the Night King. Full contact musical chairs, you'll find him in Game of Thrones. And still in this game, 68,353 of you. Game of Thrones, the only other show in the world with a Beric in it, and all the better for that. Q5. Harry Enfield portrayed a central character in the first series of which of these programmes? Men Behaving Badly, The Vicar of Dibley, The League of Gentlemen. Harry Enfield, known for Stavros, of course, and loads of money. He was the only reason it was made in the first place. But which show did Harry hurry away from? Gentlemen, they were not. It's Men Behaving Badly. And choosing badly, but therefore choosing well, 33,350 of you. But that was a very brutal question. Little bit beastly, we lost half of you there. The show made Neil Morrissey a household name, but he only joined the show after Harry bailed.
Ha 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 ha.
And there he was. Q6, a former actress in which of these soaps received an Oscar in 2018? Coronation Street, Neighbours, Hollyoaks. There's a lot of travel between these shows. You've got Ryan Tom going from Corrie to Neighbours. You've got Dan O'Connor going from Neighbours to Hollyoaks. I don't know if anyone's been in all three. These actors, they're more likely to show up at the Razzies than the Oscars, but which soap had a superstar in the midst? The Chester-based Cringe-a-thon, it was Hollyoaks. Yes, Hollyoaks, the right answer. 13,872, but the first savage question. Oh my goodness, one of those Questino Savagios. What a terrible thing. You're out for the count. Yes, well, some of you are left, and we will move on. It's Rachel Shenton, who wrote and starred in The Silent Child, which won this year's Short Film Oscar. There she is, picking it up. So also on Sunday at 2 p.m, we're going to have HQ Sports for you with Tyler presenting. Sports fans, tune in for that. It'll be great. Just time for a quick hello to lovely Emma, to Carl from Derby, to Ethan and Joe, and to Anne and her daughter Nikki. Good luck to all of you. Q7. Martin Scorsese directed the pilot episode of which of these series? Narcos, Boardwalk Empire, The Sopranos. Martin Scorsese used to have a fear of 11, the number 11. He wouldn't travel on the 11th day of the month. He wouldn't stay on the 11th floor of a hotel. That's why we put him at Q7. Anyway, he directed Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, and Michael Jackson's Bad Video. But which of these shows got Scorsese'd? Great Yarmouth's gritty reboot. It was Boardwalk Empire. Yes, set in Atlantic City, home of the Miss America pageant. 8,986 of you got that right. Another one that was a little bit beastly there, lost nearly half. Martin had a budget of $18 million, which flew by at just over $4,000 a second. Wow. Q8. Which politician was asked the same question 12 times by Jeremy Paxman on Newsnight? Gordon Brown, Michael Howard, Peter Mandelson. Love a bit of Jeremy Paxman. He's my second favourite Leeds United supporter, after Mel B, of course. These three would all wriggle out of a black hole, but who managed to evade a Paxman dozen? The Tories' twister champion, it was Michael Howard. How odd. Quite odd, but quite correct. 5,003 of you got that right. Howard was asked if he threatened to overrule the head of the prison service, a question he still hasn't answered properly. Q9. Let's be careful out there was a catchphrase associated with which US police drama? The Wire, NYPD Blue, Hill Street Blues. Love a bit of a crime show and a cop show. If you channel hop the right time of day, you can just watch crime and cop shows for like 8 hours straight. So, with the health and safety approved catchphrase on top of the crime but sad about the climb, it's from Hill Street Blues. And getting the blues, but not getting the blues, 4,376 of you. Well done. Plus, quite a few of you, 130-odd using 150-odd using extra lives to get back in. Sergeant Esterhouses began each episode with a roll call, followed by his signature, "Let's be careful out there." The catchphrase was even made into a song, which I will put a link to on my Twitter for the super nerds out there after the show. Q10. A team representing which university was the first to score 0 points on University Challenge? Exeter, Oxford, Reading. So we return to a show that had Jeremy Paxman involved. Of course, it was originally hosted for the first 25 years of its life by Bamber Gascoigne. Show's been running since the 60s, but who became its first nil pointers last Christmas? Spelling their own name wrong, it was Reading. Who said Reading was pointless? Well, these guys did. 1,303 of you got that right, but another savage question. Oh yes, another one of those Questiano sausages. Oh my goodness, gone for a Burton, almost 3,000 of you. Okay, well, it was a tough fought final, but Oxford secured a narrow victory of 240 points to 0. Q11. Which of these programmes did not feature on Channel 4's opening day schedule? The Body Show, Time Team, Brookside. Channel 4's opening day was the bomb. It had Countdown, had the comic strip, and it had the Paul Hogan show. What must that have been like? It kicked off in 1982, but who didn't turn up till 1994? The show with no excuse for turning up late, it was Time Team. Yes, and if you timed that correctly, 1,013 of you did, then you're still in our game. Okay then, GeoFizz machines at the ready, because we're digging into the final round. With 193 extra live users to get about 195 now using their extra lives. 1,013 getting their last one right. £1,000 still to play for. One more TV cue to go. Here it is. Cue 12. Which of these presenters voiced a Doctor Who character in a 2005 episode? Carol Vorderman, Tess Daly, Anne Robinson. They've had James Corden on Doctor Who, they've had John Cleese, they've had Kylie Minogue, and, well, these three dominated our screens in 2005, but which presenter was present in an episode of Doctor Who? Tess does host Strictly, but we're after someone even sterner here. Playing an evil, robotic version of her, well, just playing herself, really. It was Anne Robinson for the win. And you are the strongest link. Hello, 934 winners tonight. 934 winners. Amazing. I should have known that TV was your forte, HQTs. You were amazing. I don't know if Delbez there gave you a little help or what. You were just channeling your TV knowledge, or was it those clues we gave out on Twitter? But anyway, well done. £1 and 7p going to Joshi Kiki Number, who's a sort of one of those husky dogs, or is it one of those vibrant? Anyway, one of those nice-looking doggies that looks like they'd be at home in the mountains. Juicy Nugget. He's not a McNugget. He's just a nugget. Stevie W. There's a lot of animals involved. And what did you make of it? Well, I thought it was fantastic. Viva HQ Street. Say magnifique. And you lot were the real McCoy. Well done. Thank you for joining me. I've been Delbez, Beric Livingstone, Beza to my friends. Find me on the cat or on the tin. Cat litter, Twitter, tin of spam, Instagram. Come on, leave it out. Sunday will be amazing. Sports at 2, the 100 at 9. But before that, we're back tomorrow, 9 p.m. for our Memes of the Week show and more Do-Re-Mi to be won. Till then, try, like me, to play everything nice and cool. Nice and cool, you know what I mean?